Hi there YouTube and welcome to another Carboot haul video. Now there's not a whole lot of stuff today and it's not going to be very exciting, but here we are. So the weather's better than it was last week and it's the second one back now, but for some reason just not as many people there today, so who knows what's going on. So I bought this grommet for £1. He's one of those that you put your pyjamas in, and it wasn't until I got home that I realised there's like some gunk in his zip, which means it will never open. So God knows if there's like someone's pajamas in there from 1990, whatever. But yeah, that's now mine for £1. Then we got this bundle. This is from one of the guys who's there every week. And he said to me last week, oh, next week I'm going to have some toys. And I got really excited and I went round. He had dinosaurs that he almost always has. And he had loads and loads of like knockoff Action Men things, which were just rubbish. So there was very, very little in the way of new toys for me to look at, which is a shame. Did find this big Jurassic Park one and this other Jurassic Park one. This, which looks like a bootleg, it says DM down here and made in China there, but it's not an Imperial, although it kind of looks like it should be. And then this was in the big bucket of like odds and sods. You might remember I had like a massive bag in a video a few months back. Look this thing up. Someone's got him listed for like 20 quid, which seems weird. This guy looks like he's got some age, but can't find anything about him. This is Playmobil. This one's interesting. This is like some Marvel Legends or maybe a Build-A-Figure type thing. That one seems to be doing half all right, whatever he is, some frogman. Guessing these two are like Planet of the Apes. That's an old school Pikachu, like an original Tomy one, but he's well beaten up. This is like a modern Power Ranger. Mr. Blobby, who needs to clean. Load of Kinder Egg toys. Yeah, nothing too exciting. Ended up paying £8 for that whole bundle. I'm not sure if it's even good or not, to be honest with you, but there's some bits and pieces that, you know, we'll do something with. Bought this button mashing bit of artwork for £1. This is an interesting little bundle. These people had these two skulls with light up things in. They need new batteries, unfortunately, because they flicker a bit. But they'll make really nice potion bottles. And they had this really nice mushroom. That's really nice. So I asked how much he wanted. I think it was £1 each on these and £2 for this. And then I found these other little mushrooms. Said how much for all these mushrooms. And he said, well, if you're having those, it can be £5 for the lot. So I spent £5 on this little bundle here. Then I had a route around and he wanted £2 each on these. Again, settled on £5. This is an old Marks and Spencer's thing from 1987. I imagine it had biscuits or something in. Can't find anything about that online. This is a Subbuteo set from Everton, English Champions 85. I've looked it up. I think the red one's meant to be blue. I think the full team doesn't have two red ones in there because I saw someone pick it up and put it back down and I was like, that's weird. Why would you put that down? And now I realise it's not a full team, which is a shame. We have this Holly Hobby. And it's like a telephone. And there's the bit you speak into on a little string, and then or listen to, and then this is the bit you meant to speak into, which is broken, so that's probably not worth very much. So I paid £5 for the 3 of those. Probably not actually worth very much at all. Paid 50p for this. Asked the woman, is this a puppet? And she was like, yeah. And when I got home, pulled it apart, I was like, this isn't a puppet. It's actually one of those things that you put over a seatbelt when you strap your kids in so they don't get hurt. They're selling them for like £10 new on Amazon, so worthless. This was the first pickup of the day when it was pitch black, 50p Care Bear. I did look and realise that it was a 2003 Care Bear, but I thought, well, it's still 22 years old now. Might have some value. It's only when I've seen it in daylight that I've gone, oh God, it's meant to be purple. Look how light blue it is. So someone's had that in the sun for the last 20 years. Ruined it. Never mind. Bought this for £1 just because I thought it was cute. Let's have a cuddle. I think the tag said Morrison's on it. Yeah, Morrison's. How strange. But yeah, maybe one day we'll find someone that can appreciate it. What else did we get? Did I say I got this for 50p? It's an early learning centre, so it's probably not got a lot of value, but I just kind of dug the style of it. Oh, and I bought these keys. They're like, obviously not real keys, it's clearly some Temu nonsense. But yeah, they could be used for potions or forestry, fun. I don't know, she wanted £1.50 for the whole bag, but she took £1. These little bits, 10p each. Forget what this guy's called. Reminded me of Tugs. Didn't realise it was broken. This little strawberry. Why do you need a ceramic strawberry, you ask? I don't know yet, but maybe one day I will. This is like a little dolphin. I'm guessing this is like broken glass and string. And this is what they called a pop grip that you use as like a stand and like to hold your phone. I don't actually know how these things work. I'm guessing this is like the moon landing, maybe. I don't know, but yeah, 40p worth of stuff there. It's a weird one. Someone had a box of dinosaurs. This was the only decent one in there. This is a Schleich one. Asked him how much this one was, and he was like, "Oh, that one and the other big ones are £1.50 each." So I went, "All right, okay." And he went, smaller ones, because I'd picked one of these up. He was like, "They're £1 each." So I was like, right. So I picked 3 of those up. So I had this one. So I was like, £4.50, and he was like, "Oh, I'll call it." Wait, were those ones £1.50 each, and this one was more? I forget. In the end, it was £4, so they were all £1 each. So fair enough. Went back to the same people. They later on had these Barbie extra bags. I thought, oh, maybe these might have some value, you know, Barbie extra little bags. How much are these? 50p each. All right, I'll have 2. Looked online and probably couldn't give them away. Never mind. They also had these. There was a time where I looked out for these, and these were considered like collectible. And oh, have you got the one with the leopard print? Oh, have you got the one with the glow in the dark slush? Or oh, have you got the one that is that? But I'm not sure they have any value anymore. She also had this little R2-D2 car. Oh, which got a bit of tinsel stuck in it, which I thought was quite cool. What do you want for a handful there? £1. So I ended up spending 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I spent £6 on this little bundle and ended up with 4 dinosaurs, 5 trucks, 1 R2-D2 and 2 little bags. But it looks like a few of these bits at least are probably destined to go back to the boot sale from whence they came. So what else did we get? Well, we bought this. This is a box of Lush. Now, every Christmas I buy Lush boxes for people. And I did check, you know, what's the production date on it. I was like, oh, yeah, it's only the 11th. Yeah, the 23rd of the 11th. I was like, it's only not even a couple months old yet. And then I realised once I got home, it's 23. That's not this Christmas. That's last Christmas. But it's a bath bomb. Who knows? Might be fine. Right. This stuff I got from a trader. He's normally a bit grumpy. He was a bit friendlier today. Oops, I don't want to drop that. So I asked him how much for the toys in the box. He said they were £1 each. So I thought, great, we'll grab this transforming Digimon toy because Digimons are rare and hard to find. We also had this, which I didn't recognise. It's obviously missing loads of pieces, but I thought because I didn't know what it was, we grab it. Looked it up. It's from like the 1980s. If it was boxed and complete, obviously it would be worth good money. In this condition, it's not worth very much, if anything. But he did have these 2 feet and these 2 side trunk pieces of the Power Rangers Turtle Tour moving playset thing. So I was like, oh wow. So I said to him, I'll pay you £1 each for those, but I'm not paying you £1 each for like feet and bits of this. And he was like, oh, the other bit must be around. And I was like, mate, it was massive. You could not miss it if it was there. You do not have it. What do you want for these 4 bits? And he went, oh, just give me £1 for the 4. So I was like, yeah, all right, that's a steal. Maybe one day I'll find one and make it complete. Right then, on to the next little lot. So I first saw this. This is a combat Jeep. It looked like it was new in the box at the time. And the box fell apart and it fell out onto the floor when I was looking at it. And I can't seem to get it back in the box. It's a really difficult one to look up online. The company is called AA. I don't know if you can just see it there. AA. I cannot find anything online about that, so that's a real mystery. But he wanted a fiver for that and he wouldn't haggle. He also had this. This is a little Smurf cup. This says on the side of it 1985 Benedictine. I can find one from 1994 Benedictine listed on eBay for like 20 quid, but I can't find one from 1985, so maybe that has some value. And then he also had this. I don't think you can make it out on the camera, but that is Aristotle's works in coloured plates, and it's obviously very old, bizarrely printed where I live, which is mental. And I've tried looking it up. Some people are trying to sell it for 200, some people are trying to sell it for 30 quid. You be the judge on what you think it's worth. I can't gauge whether it's first edition, how old it is, anything like that, but possible winner, maybe. Even if it's 30 quid, it's going to cover the overwhelming majority of stuff here. Then we got this little bundle here. This is from like a nice old couple. They turn up every week and they sell like bits and pieces, but they also just give stuff away. So this was in their give stuff away pile. This is Brown Bear, and this is like official Lego. These sell for about £10-15, so that's not bad. Got a little plate to feed the cat. Didn't know what these little babies were, so I picked up the 4 free babies. Turns out you buy 12 of them online for like £2.15. You're meant to put them in ice cubes, and then it's like, your water's broken, and the baby comes out the ice cube. Very strange. Have this wooden dinosaur. I did have one similar to this, which was from the Gruffalo a while back, and that actually turned out to be a real good find. This one is not. This is from Jurassic Park 3. There's 3 of these wooden dinosaurs in a set. You can find the set for about a £5 new in box, so worthless. You got this Ken doll from 1996, and someone's made him some clothes. And you've got this Barbie doll. I haven't looked it up, but it's probably from the same era and probably has as little value as the other one does, with the handmade dresses. I just like this National Geographic bag. I thought it would be nice if I put a little gemstone in it. Has a magnifying glass in it. Don't know why, but I just like the bag. And this little gun. It's just one of those things that some of this stuff, it's just going to go back to the car boot from whence it came. I've actually been doing car boots before, like down there to sell, picked up loads of stuff from their free pile, walked it over to my store, sold it for like 50p each. Genuinely don't know why they don't just sell stuff. They have a massive table of stuff they sell, and then a big tarpaulin and just give away stuff, but whatever. Bought this J.K. Rowling book, the Ichabog. She wanted £1.50 for it. It's probably what it's worth, new nowadays. She also had this Tinkerbell ballpoint pen that she wanted £1 for as well, and we did deal. We did £2 for the 2. I really struggled to find anything about this online, and when you struggle to find information, you go, oh, is it worth something? Is it worth something? And the company that's listed as manufacturing it is something like TJ Morris Limited, and I looked it up, and it's something like B&M, and they just operate under that name. They make themselves sound more fancy, so probably worthless also. Found this, can't find anything about this online. A DDT Shawkill Bunny from Fine Furs of M. Praga Limited in London. So can't find anything about that. It's just like a little promo leaflet thing. Paid £1 for that. It's another one I can't find anything on. Really old book from Taunton School. The complete works of Shakespeare. Just absolutely lost on that. Have no idea the value of that at all. Inside you can see that it was owned by a Mr. Longman for excellence in Latin in 1909. But the value of that, I don't know. And this cautionary verses, 7 books in one again, although it's old, not a whole lot of value. What else do we have here? Been buying kids' books again. I know I shouldn't. Why am I doing it? Thought that a whole set of Judy Moody, 5 books for £1. It's got to be worth it, right? Looked online. You can buy about 4 of them new for £5. So, like the artwork of this. Thorn Ogres of Hagwood with the little holograph thing there. That's pretty cool. Must have some age to it. Has it got any value? No. How to be an explorer of the world. Portable Art Life Museum. I actually really liked the inside of this. It was like, oh, look, you can make faces out of taps and things. it did look relatively interesting. Looked it up. Is it worth anything? No. The Magic School Bus. I mean, how many Magic School Bus books have you ever seen? None. But yeah, that's pretty good. Well, pretty cool. But is there any value in it? No. Pirates of the Scurvy Sands. It's got any value? No. Although that whole stack of books was £2, so I'll probably take them back to the car boot and try and sell them for a bit more. This cookbook is gross. I actually like the look of this. This looks pretty cool. It's like revolting recipes. I actually really like the look of this. That was 50p from someone. And then these two I got from... They had something else. What was the other thing they had? There was 3 things for them, and they wanted £1 each on everything, and they wouldn't budge on price. Oh, they had the avocado thing. So they had these 2 books, Adventures in Dwarfland, that pops up, and it's actually really sweet. I really like the artwork on these. So yeah, they were really nice. And they had the Magic Kingdom of the Fairies. This one doesn't seem to be in such good nick. Look, that one's not popping up as nicely. This bit should be popping out like that. You might just need a little bit more of a fold, putting it there and maybe there or something so it comes down nicely. But yeah, that page in particular's seen better days. This one's popping up nicely though. But yeah, they were really pretty nice pop-up books. They remind me of, what was his name? Something the Gnome. And he used to rub noses with people. I don't know. You might not. Was it David the Gnome? Maybe it was David the Gnome. I don't know. Weirdly, can only find one of those listed on eBay, none sold, for 20 quid. And that one for 12 listed. Again, none sold. So they might be relatively good winners. I could potentially bundle them up and ask 20 quid for them. Haven't looked up the price of the T-Rex over there. I don't expect it's a lot because it's still a modern one. So yeah, haven't done fantastically well today. I mean, unless we get very surprised and the Taunton school book tends to be worth some good money and that this one over here is more on the high end than the low end. But yeah, this is today's pile of rubbish. Enjoy. Goodbye.